Testimonies for the Church, Volume 1, Chapter 35. Lessons from the Parables. I was shown that the parable of talents has not been understood. This important lesson was given to the disciples for the benefit of Christians living last days. These talents do not represent merely the ability to preach and instruct the Word of God. The parable applies to temporal means God has entrusted to His people. Those to whom the 2 talents given traded and doubled that which was committed their trust. God requires those who have possessions here put their money out usury for Him, put it into the cause to spread truth, and if the truth lives in the heart of the receiver, he also will aid his substance in sending it to others. And through his efforts, his influence, and his means, other souls will embrace the truth and begin also to work God. I saw that some of God's professed people are like the man who hid his talent in the earth, keep their possessions from doing good in the cause of God. They claim that these are their own, and that they have a right to do what they please with their own. And souls are not saved by judicious acts made by them their Lord's money. Angels keep a faithful record of every man's work, and as judgment passes upon the house of God, the sentence of each is recorded by his name, and the angel is commissioned to spare not the unfaithful servants, cut them down in time of slaughter, and that which was committed to their trust is taken from them. Their earthly treasure is then swept away, and they have lost all. And the crowns they might have worn, they been faithful, are put upon the heads of those saved by the faithful servants whose means was constantly in use God. And everyone they have been the means of saving adds stars to their crown in glory, and increases their eternal reward. I was also shown the parable of the unjust steward was to teach us a lesson. Make to yourself friends of mammon of unrighteousness, that when ye fail, they may receive you to everlasting habitations. If we use our means to God's glory here, we lay up a treasure in heaven, and when earthly possessions are all gone, the faithful steward has Jesus and angels for his friends, to receive him home everlasting habitations. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also much. He that is faithful in his earthly possessions, which are least, making a judicious use of what God has lent him here, be true to his profession. He that is unjust in least is unjust also much. He that will withhold from God that which he has lent him will be unfaithful in the things of God in every respect. If therefore we have not been faithful in the unrighteous mammon, who will commit to our trust true riches? If we prove unfaithful in the management of what God lends us here, he will never give us the immortal inheritance. And if we have not been faithful that which is another man's, who shall give you that which is your own? Jesus has purchased redemption for us. It is ours. We are placed here on probation to see if we prove worthy of eternal life. God proves us by trusting us with earth possessions. We are faithful to impart freely what he has lent us to advance his cause. God can entrust to us the immortal inheritance. Cannot serve God and mammon. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. God is displeased the slack, loose manner in which many of his professed people conduct their world business. They seem to have lost all sense of the fact property they are using belongs to God, and that they must render to him account of their stewardship. Some leave their worldly business in perfect fusion. Satan has his eye on it all, and he strikes at a favorable opportunity, and by his management takes much means out of the ranks of Sabbath keepers, and this means goes into his ranks. Some who are aged are unwilling to make any settle their worldly business, and in an unexpected moment they sick and die. Their children who have no interest in truth take property. Satan has managed it as suited him. If therefore ye have not been faithful in the unrighteous mammon, who will commit to your trust the true riches? And if you have not been faithful in that which is another man's, who shall give that which is your own? I was shown the awful fact Satan and his angels have had more to do with management of the property of God's professed people than the Lord has. Stewards of last days are unwise. They suffer Satan to control their business matters. Get into his ranks what belongs to and should be in the cause of God. God takes notice of you unfaithful stewards. He will call you to account. I saw that the stewards of God can, by faithful, judicious management, keep their business in this world square, exact, straight, and it is especially the privilege, duty of the aged, feeble, and those who have no children, place their means where it can be used in the cause of God. They should be suddenly taken away. But I saw that Satan and his angels exult over their success in this matter. Those who should be wise heirs of salvation, almost willing to let their Lord's money slip out of their hand into the enemy's ranks. In this way they strengthen Satan's kingdom, seem to feel very easy about it.